I think I.
Let's go see Chelsea's trophy.
Do you remember what Surah Shams is?
Number 91.
Okay. So I'm going to fold this page. You know, hold the Quran, or you want me to keep it here? Hold it.
Recite it?
Hmm?
What am I going to
Right at the start. So you know how usually we start a program with Quran recitation or something? Then you'll be on the Quran. So don't go very far. محمد وآل محمد صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم. We'll begin our program for tonight. I'm going to ask everybody to, especially the kids who are in that room, if you can come out and sit outside. We'll begin our program tonight with the recitation of Surah Shams. This is going to be recited by one of our students who has memorized this surah as part of the memorization competition during the month of Ramadan. So I'm going to call upon Hussein Adam Kalfan to come up and recite Surah Shams.
Want to you want the picture like this? Or like this?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طهاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بتقواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Thank you so much, Hussein. That was one of the students, and amongst many of the students that we will, or the children that we will recognize tonight, who have memorized different surahs. So our respected scholar, Malim Dungersi, my elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Present. Thank you all for joining us this evening. I think this is something that we've all been waiting for throughout the month. It's a special night because this is the night where we are going to recognize the accomplishment and the achievements of our youngest members of the community. This is a month dedicated to fasting, dedicated to Salat, dedicated to Quran, and so the first set of awards that we'll be having will be the Quran Awards for the open competition, the Quran Awards for the memorization, and then the motivational awards, which will then be followed by the sports awards. So just to make sure that all the girls will be receiving their awards on the ladies' side, all the boys who are 4 and under will also be receiving their awards on the ladies' side. So if there's any boys who are 5 and above on the ladies' side, I would ask them to be sent to the gents' side so that they can receive their awards from our side. This year, we definitely had a historic participation rate. Usually, our Quran competition has about 120 to 130 participants. This year, any guesses? How many? Yeah? 200 plus, right? So can we have a loud salawat for that? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, which is brilliant. That's great. To the parents who are here, please continue encouraging and motivating your children. Please invest your time, especially for them to learn the Quran, to read the Quran, to understand the Quran, and of course to act upon the Quran as well. So our first category of awards will be Quran open recitation. I know some of us usually come here and we recite the Quran every night during the month of Ramadan, but it is very challenging. If I were to ask anyone here, even our best Quran reciters, to please come up and I just open the Quran in the middle and I say, okay, Bismillah, recite. Even our best Quran reciters, which does not include me, but even something when someone tells me to do that, I'll start getting anxiety and I'll get very scared to do that. But that is what this competition was for these children. They were expected to come into the room. We opened the Quran at a particular place. They were not told about which verses they have to practice, and then they had to read out those verses in front of our judges, make sure they're reading with makhraj, reading with tajweed. So it is a very, very interesting way to build the recitation of Quran amongst our students, amongst our children, and mashallah, they did brilliantly. So the first group is going to be Group C. Quran Open competition started from Group C, which was the 6 to 7 year age category. On the men's side, I'll invite our respected Malim Dungersi to please come and give out the gifts to the children, as I call them. These were our youngest participants in the Quran Open competition. So we have 2 awards, and you'll hear me say that. We have the award for the acknowledgement. These are the students or the children who recited really well. And we're acknowledging their amazing, amazing recitation. And then we have the encouragement category, who are the students who participated, and we want to recognize them as well. So for the acknowledgement side, on Group C, 6 to 7 year old, we have John Abbas Merchant. Yeah, if he's here, then otherwise if he's not here, we'll move to the next one. He's not here? Okay. And in the encouragement category, Group C again, 6 to 7 years old, Rayan Ismail. Stand with Malim. Okay. Ahil Hassan Bootwala. Just waiting. And Sayyid Ali Hassan Naqvi. And while we're taking photographs on the men's side, I'll call out the girls winners. Group C girls, 6 to 7 years. Acknowledgement, Maliha Kermani. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Yeah, one more group. And for the encouragement under Group C, for the girls, Amina Jaffer and Zara Didar. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And so while the girls are getting their awards on that side, so we'll move on to Group D, boys, 8 to 9 years old. In the acknowledgement category for the Quran open recitation, Ali Dungersi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Zaki Sheikh. Is he here? And also in the acknowledgement category for Group D, Muhammad Ahmad. And so moving on to the encouragement group, Hadi Ramzan Devjani. Ammar Hasham. Sayyid Muhammad Ali Naqvi. Ayan Khalfan. Zain Khalfan. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. And Yasir Rizwi. So we'll now move on to Group D for the girls, 8 to 9 years old. For this group, the encouragement list, Fatima Merchant. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Maliha Zahra Devjiani. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Minha Fatima Devjiani. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Zainab Khalfan. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Safiya Rizwi. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And Zainab Khalfan again. So the first Zainab was Z-A-I-N-A-B, and the second Zainab Z-A-Y-N-A-B Khalfan. Zainab Jamal. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Arij Abbas. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. And finally in the Group D girls is Dua Ali. Allahumma salli ala. So while the Group D girls are getting their awards, we'll move on to Group E. So Group E boys is 10 to 11-year-olds. We'll give the ladies a minute or two, while our 10 to 11-year-olds who are here are going to wait to get their awards. Good. All right, so starting with Rayan Ali Jivraj. Allah. Next will be Hisham Ali Devjani. Okay. Sadiq Abbas Devjani. Zain Mahdi, Dungersi. Mikhail Kalfan. And Kian Devjani. And moving on to 10 to 11-year-old boys, Group E, in the encouragement category, Muhammad Hussein Dungersi, Hussein Kalfan, Ali Rida Darsi, Ahmad Ali Kalfan, Kian Panjwani, Kayan Panjwani, thank you. Imran Dirani, and finally in this group, for boys Group E, Yusuf Akbari. So we'll move on to Group E for the girls. So Group E, girls 10 to 11-year-olds. In the acknowledgement group, we will start with Zainab Razai, Sania Sheikh, Lina Kalfan, Khadija Raza, and Sakina Saleh Muhammad. Moving on to Group E, girls 10 to 11-year-olds under the encouragement category or group, Asia Kalfan, Alina Zahra Butwala, Asia Juma, Sayyida Chabiwala, Zoya Sachadina, Mishal Ali, and finally in this group of Group E girls, Zainab Chatriwala. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. So we'll give the ladies a minute and we'll move on to Group F. So as we move on to our 12 to 13-year-olds, so that is group F on the boys' side. I'll invite our esteemed president, Brother Hussein Karibuni, please, if you have the gift. But before we move to group F, we have one of our participants who's here, so under the age 8 to 9 years old. This is for Ammar Hashim. And also, who's also here with us, one of our youngest participants, Quran competition open recitation, 6 to 7 years, John Abbas Merchant. So group F boys, 12 to 13 years, in the encouragement group, Muhammad Raza Asser. I'm not sure, it might not be here. Okay. Ayan Ali Butwala. Ayan Ali Butwala. Ali Mahdi Rupani. Kumail Sachadina. Kumail Sachadina is here? No? Ali Mahdi Deuji. Can we have a salawat, please? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Hadi Jaxi. Hussein Jafari. We'll do one more group F. We'll move to group F on the girls' side. So this is group F, girls, 12 to 13-year-olds. For the acknowledgement, we have Leila Kalfan and Zainab Devjiani. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And for group F, 12 to 13-year-old girls, in the encouragement group, Sabah Fatima Jiraj, Fatima Kalfan, Zahra Raza, Sakina Jamal, and finally in the encouragement group for group F, Zainab Juma. So while the ladies are distributing their awards, we'll move on to Group G boys. So this was our highest age group in this competition. Group G boys were 14 to 15-year-olds. We have, in the acknowledgement category, Hussein Raza. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And in our encouragement category, we have 3 boys in this group. Aryan Kalfan, Ali Riza Chaviwala. No? And Mikhail Panju. Not here? Okay. I don't see them. We'll get to it. And moving on to Group G, girls, our highest age group for this Quran open recitation. Under acknowledgement, we have two girls, Malika Saleh Muhammad and Insia Fatima Chatriwala. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And for the encouragement, for the girls group G, Fatima Alu and Sania Dirani. Allahumma salli ala. So the next group, after now that we've completed the Quran, can we have a loud salawat for all our Quran open recitation participants? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Okay. We'll now move to the Quran memorization results. So for this, we're going to start with Group A. These were the 4-year-olds who had to memorize Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-Asr. Their awards are going to be given out on the ladies' side, so I'll call out their names, but they should be on the ladies' side. So Group A boys, under encouragement, we have 2 boys, Kumail Jafar and John Naqvi. And for the Group A girls, who also had to memorize Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-Asr, under the acknowledgement, we have Sahar Sharif and Jannah Ismail. And for the encouragement, we have Zara Khadija Dungersi and Alia Ladak. Okay, so we'll move on to Group B. Group B boys, this is the 5-year-old group. The boys should be on the men's side. This group, Group B, had to memorize Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-Falaq. So I'll invite one of our past leaders of the community, Shul Uncle Khalfan, if you can come and do the honors for us, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Thank you, Shul Uncle. So Group B, like I said, Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-Falaq. Under the acknowledgement, we have Muhammad Ali Raza Razai and Muhammad Azlan Chatriwala. Are we here? MashaAllah. Go and get your award. The trophy is the height of the child. Let's have a loud salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. As you can see, they had to memorize these surah. It's a good reminder for all of us to be like, do we also memorize Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-Falaq? Under encouragement, Zain Ali Devjani, On Ali Chawiwala, Mujtaba Raza, and Zakir Rizwi. And while the boys are getting the awards here, I'll announce the winners for Group B girls, again 5 years. Under the acknowledgement, Asia Hashim, Sosan Merchant, Fatima Rizwi, Leila Allu, Sakina Zahra Dungersi, Mariam Jafar, Mashal Jawa, and for the encouragement category for Group B girls, Safia Zainab Dungersi. We'll move on to Group C boys, so while the ladies are getting their awards. Group C boys was 6 to 7-year-olds. They had to memorize Suratul Qadr and Surah Tin, 6 to 7-year-olds. For our acknowledgement category, Ahil Hassan Butwala. In our encouragement category, Rayan Ismail, Saeed Ali Hassan Naqvi, Raza Sheikh, Abbas Mirza, and John Abbas Merchant. Thank you, Shulankan. We'll move on to Group C girls. This was 6 to 7-year-olds who had to memorize Suratul Qadr and Surah Al-Tin. So in the acknowledgement group for Group C girls, Zainab Jafar, and in the encouragement group for Group C girls, I think this is one of our biggest groups, Insia Ali, Rija Baloch, Amina Jafar, Zainab Rahmatullah, Zainab Karmali, Asya Khalfan, Maliha Kirmani, Zara Didar, Ishal Fatima, Samana F. Ismail, Alaina Ali, Khadija Alu, and Talia Karmali. So we'll give the ladies a minute to get their awards. We're looking for a participant named Zakir Rizvi. So Zakir Rizvi, if you're here, please come forward. I don't see. So while the ladies are continuing to give their awards, we'll move on to Group D boys. Group D boys is the 8 to 9-year-olds. They had to memorize Suratul Qadr and Suratul Adiyat. For this category, I'll invite another past and ongoing leader that we have, Sadiq Uncle. Can we have a salawat, please? Allah. In the acknowledgement group, for Group D boys, Hadi Ramzan Devjani, Ammar Hasham, Ali Dungersi, Zaki Sheikh, Muhammad Ahmad, Sayyid Muhammad Ali Naqvi, Zain Kalfan, and for the encouragement group, Yasir Rizwi. And we'll now announce the Group D girls, 8 to 9-year-olds, Suratul Qadr and Suratul Adiyat. Under the acknowledgement, Maliha Zahra Devjani, Minha Fatima Devjani, Zainab Khalfan, and Zainab Jamal. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. For the encouragement group, for Group D, girls, Fatima Merchant, Nadia Ladak, Dua Ali, Zainab F. Ismail, Safia Rizwi, and Iman Abbas. So while the ladies are getting their awards, we'll move on to Group E for the boys. Group E is 10 to 12-year-olds. One of them was the one who recited Suratul Shams earlier at the start of the award ceremony. They had to memorize Suratul Qadr and Suratul Shams. And for this, I'll call upon our current Nasimco president, Brother Arif, to please come and do the honors. Can we recite a salawat, please? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. For the acknowledgement group, Kian Devjani, Rayan Ali Jiraj, Sadiq Abbas Devjani, Muhammad Hussain Dungersi, Hussain Kalfan, Zain Mahdi Dungersi, Ali Rida Darsi, Hassan Ali Dinani, Hassan Ali, Ahmad Ali Kalfan, Yasser Hussain, Abbas Alu. One more group. For the encouragement, Hisham Ali Devjani, Yusuf Akbari, Kayan Panjwani. I'll do the girls and come back. No, wait. For group E, girls 10 to 12-year-olds, again memorizing Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-Shams. For the acknowledgement group, Zainab Razai, Sania Sheikh, Alina Zahra Butwala, Sabiha Dinani, Asia Juma, Lina Kalfan, Sayyida Chabiwala, Zoya Sachedina, Alina Raza, Khadija Raza, Zainab Chatriwala, Sakina Saleh Muhammad, and for the encouragement group for Group E girls, Asia Kalfan, Sukaina Rizwi, and Mishal Ali. So while the girls are getting their awards for Group E, we'll move on to Group F boys. Group F boys and girls was 12 to 13-year-olds. They had to memorize Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-A'la. For the acknowledgement group, Muhammad Raza Asar, Ayan Ali Butwala, Ali Mahdi Rupani, Hussein Jafari, Ali Mahdi Devji, Ali Mahdi, wait. Hamza Alu, Hadi Jaxi, and Kumail Sachedina under the acknowledgement. Oh, perfect. So we have a participant who has joined us under 5-year-old Quran competition memorization, Muhammad Ali Raza Razai. Can we have a salawat, please? Allah. And while we're getting the awards here, we'll move to Group F girls, 12 to 13-year-olds. Thank you, Art. Group F girls, 12 to 13-year-olds for Surah Al-Qadr and Surah Al-A'la. Under the acknowledgement, Saba Fatima Jiraj, Zainab Devjani, Zahra Raza, Sakina Jamal. Group F girls, 12 to 13-year-olds, encouragement. Fatima Kalfan, Maya Mohsin, Zainab Juma, Saba Panju, Siana Karmali. Moving on to Group G for boys, 14 to 15-year-olds. So this was our highest group in the memorization category. They had to memorize Surah Inshirah and Surah Al-Fajr, two very long surahs, Surah Al-Inshirah and Surah Al-Fajr. For this, I'll invite Ahmad Uncle, Alu, to please come and do the honors for our highest group. We have 3 boys in this group for the encouragement. Aryan Kalfan, Ali Raza Chatriwala, and Hussein Raza. And Group G girls, 14 to 15-year-olds, Surah Al-Inshirah and Surah Al-Fajr, under the acknowledgement, Fatima Alu, Malika Saleh Muhammad, Insia Fatima Chatriwala, and for the encouragement, Alaina Zahra Dinani and Hiba Abbas. So with that, we've completed the awards for the Quran memorization as well. Can we have a loud salawat for all our Quran memorizations? The next group of awards now, and this is the Quran, so this is the Motivational Chart Awards. For this, we asked participants to make sure that they are praying, fasting, praying on time especially. But if they prayed a bit later, they also got points. And if they prayed qadha, they also got points. Our lowest participant age group was 4-year-olds. And it's amazing to see how much of these 4-year-olds get like full marks. It's an inspiration to us as adults. So the 4-year-old group A for the motivational chart will be getting their awards on the latest side. We have in first place, Zahra Khadija Dungersi. Can we recite a salawat, please? 4 years old. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Sahar Sharif, another salawat please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali. And Alia Ladak. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So we'll move on to Group B, and again, Group B is 5 to 6-year-olds, and this is boys and girls combined, so the boys will get their awards here, and the girls on the girls' side. I'll invite Jafar Uncle. I thought I saw him. Jafar uncle, okay, to come and do us the honors as well. So in first place for Group B, John Abbas Merchant. Second place is on the girls' side, Mariam Jaffer. And in third place, Sakina Zahra Dungersi. Also in Group B on the girls' side, Fatima Ali Rizwi, Safia Zainab Dungersi, Sosan Merchant, on the boys' side, if he's here, Muhammad Azlan Chatriwala, Asia Hashim, Khadija Alu. Group C, this is now the 7 to 8 years old. Hadi Ramzan Devjani, Mina Fatima Devjani on the girls' side. So Hadi and Mina were in first place. In second place, Malia Zahra Devjani. And in third place, Zainab Kalfan. And also participants in Group C from the boys' side, Rayan Ismail, Ali Hassan Nakwi, Ahil Hassan Butwala. Fatima Merchant, Group C on the girls' side. Zainab Jaffer, Samana Fazli Abbas Ismail, Nadia Ladak, Ishal Fatima, Zara Didar, and Zainab Karmali. While the ladies are getting their awards for Group D, 9 to 10-year-olds, and we have joined with us our past leader, Ghulam Uncle. I'll call upon the boys on this side. In first place for Group D, Zain Mahdi Dungersi. In second place, Sadiq Abbas Devjani. And in third place, Amar Hashim. Our participants for Group D, Ali Rida Darsi, Zain Kalfan, Ali Dungersi, Daniel Rashid, Abbas Alu, Hassan Ali Dinani, and Ayan Kalfan. Muhammad Ali Naqvi, Group D. And Zaki Sheikh, also Group D. And for our final group in the motivational charts, Group E, 11 to 12-year-olds. In first place, we have a tie. Kian Hassan Devjani and Hisham Ali Devjani. I'll call upon our past president, Ali Hassan Ali, to please come in and do the honors. They can just stand together for the photograph. Yeah. In second place, Ahmad Ali Khalfan. In third place, Zohair Daramsi. Continuing on with the next participants in Group E, Rayan Ali Jiraj, Muhammad Hussain Dungersi, Kayan Panchwani, Hamza Alu, Mikhail Kalfan, Imran Dirani, Ali Mahdi Rupani, Ayan Ali Butwala, any other leftovers? All right. And so with that, we've ended our awards. Thank you so much, Ali. For the Quran Open, the Quran memorization and motivational chart. Let's have a loud salawat for all our participants. Wow. For any of the participants who came later, we'll ask you to come at the end of the program, come up to the front desk, and we'll be able to give you your awards at the end of the program. Okay. And we'll now move on to the volleyball awards. I'll call upon Mujtaba to come in and...
We allow ladies first.
Assalamu alaikum, respected brothers, sisters, Malim Dungersi, assalamu alaikum. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. We requested specifically to go before Jaffrey's because once Aziz starts talking, let's just say it's a very hard act to follow. So, but yeah, on a serious note, I wanted to thank the management committee for giving us a few minutes to hand out the trophies. And before I begin, I actually also wanted to express our gratitude to the community as a whole for all of you guys that came out on Friday. It was actually a great turnout. It was nice to see everyone together and all of us having a good time. So we really appreciate all of you guys coming out. In terms of the awards, so as I was thinking about how to approach this, pictures say 1,000 words. So I have a couple of slides to show us just to recap what happened over the last month in Ramzan as we had our volleyball tournament. This past Friday was the biggest highlight. As you can see, we had an ice cream truck there. That was the biggest hit. The games were great, but the ice cream was the biggest, most popular attractions. You can see a lot of kids were there. There were also a lot of veterans that were there. So Raza uncle was very, very happy to get ice cream, as you can see him there. And then lastly, we also had Sheikh. I don't see Sheikh Bilal here, but look at his face. He was very, very happy with the ice cream. So that was Friday. Now, to recap the tournament itself, this time we picked the cryptocurrency theme. So we had Bitcoin there, we had Ethereum there, we had XRP, we had every coin that you can really think of. They were all participating. It's actually a total of 7 teams, over 50 participants. So I think what you'll find at the end of this presentation is we have some investment ideas as well. So I'll come to that in a second. But if you just go ahead to the next, that's basically where we play every Friday. One of the teams decided to have their own shirts as well. So you can see there's a Chaiwala shirt there. Just a note to self, in the last 5 years, any team that has brought their own shirts, they pretty much lose in the first round. So next time, have maybe a different strategy. But a couple of shout outs to 2 teams that really, really made this tournament special for us. One of them is the Jaffrey's team, as you can see up on there. Aziz and his players really put on a great show, so it was fun having them there. And then the second team, which needs no introduction, is our own veterans. So I request a loud salawat for both of these teams that really made this a great success. Any team that's really coached by Uncle Ahmed on the sidelines is in good hands, and we saw that this time as well. So quickly jumping to the individual awards, we have 5 awards that are listed out there. I'll start the first one off, and actually, if I request, we'll just do one Surah Fatiha at the end, just in the interest of time. First individual award is for the best Nedi. This has been sponsored by Akil Dharamsi for Isale Sawab of the Dharamsi family. So Akil, if I can request you to come forward to hand the trophy out. Best Nedi, this was a close one. I'll give a special shout out to Hadi Aziz. He played lights out in the final. But in the end, the best Nedi goes to the winning Nedi, Mohsin Ali Muhammad Ali. Congrats, Mohsin. So while that's going on, the next trophy we have is for the best or most upcoming player. So this, we recognize the player who really deserves a shout out and has grown in his game and has really shown significant improvement. This is actually also a very special award because this is a special award in honor of Marhum Rehan Dirani. So I don't know if Firoz is here, but Amir is here. So most upcoming player goes to Roshan Ali Dewji. There is a new award we introduced this year. It's called the Best Comeback Player of the Year. So this is a trophy for somebody who hasn't played for a long time, just shows up and does great. So the best comeback player has been sponsored by Pyara Ali Uncle. PJ, if you could please come forward. This has been sponsored for Marhumin of Haji Jafar and Rahim family. The best comeback player goes to Hussein Karmali. Nick, he's been telling me for the last maybe 3 or 4 weeks leading up to the tournament that he wants to play, and so now it all makes sense. Maybe Hussein, you paid for them. The fourth individual award is for Best Veteran. This is also a new trophy. We showed you the pictures of the veterans there. This is Best Veteran playing, not looking on the picture. So Best Veteran is sponsored by Firoz Mukhi in honor of all Mukhi family. Dr. Shaki Mukhi Pyarali Visram Mukhi and Rukiabai Mukhi. I don't see Firoz. Uncle, is Firoz Mukhi? No, he's not here. So I request Freddie, if you can come forward and hand the trophy for the best veteran to Sajad Wali. Uncle Ahmad, if you can please come forward to pick it up on his behalf from Freddie. Oh, Sadiq is here. Actually, Sadiq Wali is here. Yeah, actually, Shane just tells me he's soon to be veteran. So next year, you will be eligible for this as well. Vacancy. Okay, the last individual trophy is the MVP. This is the most valuable player, the best player in the whole tournament, sponsored by Jaffer family for all marhumin. And the MVP is none other than our own Imran Murji. So Sadiq uncle, if I can request you please to come forward. Yeah, I think for all of us that were there, Imran was standout player in both the semi-final and the final, and pretty much dragged his team to victory. So under his cousin's training. So those are the individual trophies. We have two more actually. We have the runners-up and the winners' trophy. So the runners-up were Team XRP. I've listed the teams out there, captained by Mohammad Jaxi, but I don't think he's there, so I'll request Mohammad Jivraj to come forward and receive the runners-up trophy on his behalf. So XRP was the coin that finished second. I will request Malim Dungersi, please, to come forward and hand the trophy. And then the winning team, I just mentioned Imran, but his team, Team Ethereum, is the champions for the Ramazan tournament. So Imran, if you can please come forward. Ethereum are the champions. I've listed the team out there. Imran, they all deserve a shout out. Imran, Fayaz Dewji, Z, Sadiq, Muhammad Dirani, Mujahid, Mahdi Ramtullah, and Mohsin Ali. So if I can request, and this trophy has been sponsored again by Jaffer family. So Sadiq uncle, if you can please come forward and hand the trophy to Imran. Yeah, if there are people, the whole team can please come forward. If I can request a loud salawat for Team Ethereum. Congrats, guys. Now, one last thing I'll leave you with. I mentioned investment advice earlier. So, Team Ethereum is the winner. If you look quickly at the screen, what you find on April 14th, which is the Friday, Ethereum actually had a 5% jump in the price. So for next year, what happens at Union are usually market-moving events. So you can see that spike. But we'll let you guys know a week before what we're picking as the theme. Thank you. Now we can head to Jaffrey's. Oh, Hadi Aziz for Jaffrey's. Thank you. Oh yes, and I request Surah Fatiha for all the marhumins and the families of the marhumins that I mentioned. Al-Fatiha.
Assalamu alaikum. So right now, we will be splitting the mic system. So the women will have their own awards presentation for soccer, and the men's and the boys will have their own. Okay, we'll start in a few minutes. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Madam Dungersi, respected scholars of the community, my elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we are truly blessed to have had a great turnout for this year's Jaffrey Sports Club Ramadan tournament. Year after year, we see an increasing number of participants that have an interest in playing soccer, boys and girls, young and not so young. This year, we had over 200 participants across the youth and adult categories, which is simply astounding. This would not have been possible without the support of our committee, namely my father, Brother Hussein Aziz, Brother Muhammad Sheikh, Brother Ali Sheikh, Brother Riza Aziz, as well as Brother Zahir Abbas Kalfan, Brother Muhammad Kalfan, as well as Sister Shazmin and Sister Shazia from the Jaffrey Juniors and the girls tournaments respectively. We are incredibly thankful for their continuous dedication towards instilling the love of football within our community, and how great would it be to have our own space within our own Al-Mahdi Center so that we can further our love for sports during the month of Ramadan in a healthy Islamic environment, but that's another conversation for another time. In addition, this would not have been possible without our own sponsors who continue to support our club's mission for bringing the community together through sport during the month of Ramadan and beyond. So now let us take a moment and remember the marhumin of the following families, beginning with the Jafar family, Kalfan, Dirani, Dinani, Mukhi, Jamal, and Haji families, as well as the Ghulam Ali, Hassan Ali, Hirji, Devjiani, Allu, Sharali, Murji, Manji, Hassan Ali families, Panjwani, Karmali, Chatriwala, Sheikh, Jaxi, Darcy, Muqaddam, Sajadina, and their families. Let us remember the marhumin of all these families with the Surah Al-Fatiha. So this tournament would not have been possible without our referees. We are grateful to have had them officiate our tournaments year after year. And we know it's not easy to deal with us on the soccer pitch, but we appreciate your patience and love for the game that brings our whole community together. I would like to call out Brother Ahmadalu, Brother Raza Manji, Brother Afzal Shirali, Brother Mum Sandala, Brother Abbas Ratani, as well as Brother Sadiq Jafar, to please come up and receive a small token of appreciation from Jaffrey Sports Club in honor of your service for officiating this year's Ramadan tournament and for years of service and dedication towards our club. Salam Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. So this year, the Jaffrey Juniors had an exceptional tournament. It was great to see all of the young talent take the field and put their skills to the test. For everyone that was able to come out and watch, it is clear that the future of football in our community is bright, from both the girls and the boys' side. And while the girls will be having their own award ceremony, the winners of the U12 tournament was Team Brazil, captained by Sister Sania Sheikh, And the winners of the U16 tournament was Team England, captained by Sister Fatima Kalfan. Let us congratulate these two teams with a loud Nare Salawat. Now we will be presenting the Jaffrey Juniors, beginning with the U12s and then the U16s. The JJ Kids Coach Award in memory of Marhuma Shirin Kalfan goes to Brother Qasim Lakhani. Salam Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Can I please have Brother Shul Kalfan to come up and present this trophy to Qasim? Okay. So, the Team Leader Award in memory of Marhuma Rubab Hirji goes to Brother Ayan Kalfan. Can I please have Brother Ali Sanali to please come up and present this award to Ayan? Salawat. And Ali, I'll ask you to stay up for one more award. So, oh, sorry. Sorry. The Sportsmanship Award in memory of Marhum Ghulam Ali Hassan Ali goes to Brother Kian Panjwani. Salawat. Sorry. Yeah, good. Thank you. So, the Fancy Footwork Award in memory of Marhum Hassan Ali Ghulam Ali goes to Brother Ahmad Ali Kalfan. Salawat. Okay. And also this award goes to Brother Rayan Abbas Dinani. Salawat. He's not here. Okay. Thank you. The Most Improved Player Award in memory of Marhum Barkat Ali Dinani goes to Brother Zain Mahdi Dungersi. Allah. Is Muslim Dinani here? Is Muslim Dinani here or no? Ghulam Dinani, sir? Can I have Brother Ghulam Dinani please come up and present this award? Thank you. So, the Best Goalkeeper Award in memory of Marhum Qasim Ali Kalfan goes to Brother Ali Rupani. Can I please call out Brother Shul Kalfan to come up and present this award to Ali? Salawat. So the top goal scorer award, there are actually 5 recipients for the top goal scorer award, with a dead tie between 5 players. In memory of Marhum Sikandar Haji, goes to the following players: Brother Rayhan Abbas Dinani, Brother Amar Hasham, Brother Ahmad Ali Kalfan, Brother Ayan Kalfan, and Brother Mikhail Kalfan. Can I please welcome them up with a loud Nara Salawat? Allah. Can I call up Brother Samir Haji to please present these awards? He's not here? Okay. Can I call up Brother Hussein Aziz to please come and present these awards? Yeah. Straight up, you're right. Brother Hussein Aziz. What time is it? 7, right? We're good. We're good. Okay. Thank you. The Most Valuable Player Award in honor of Marhum Rehan Dirani goes to Brother Mikhail Kalfan. Can I please call up Brother Muhammad Dirani to present this award to Mikhail? Salawat. Well done. So the runners-up trophy in honor of Marhum Rehan Feroz Dirani goes to Manchester City, captained by Zain Kalfan. Can I please call up Brother Feroz Dirani to present this award to the team? And can I also call up the entire team to receive this trophy as well as their medals? Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Is Feroz here? Let them get their medals. Okay, so the champions of this year's JJ Under 12 Boys Tournament in honor of Marhum Amir Kalfan and Marhum Ahmad Ali Amir Kalfan goes to Chelsea. Captained by Rayan Ali Jiraj, can I please call up the entire team to receive this award? And can I also call up Brother Hussein Kalfan, if he's here, to present this award to the team? Salawat. Oh yeah, is he not here? Let me call up Brother Ahmad Alu to please present this award to the Under 12 team. The biggest Chelsea fan in the entire crowd. Salawat. So before we finish the U12 category, there were a few kids that played in the under 12s that really demonstrated great character and great courage and determination throughout the tournament. So we wanted to award them with the Future Stars Award in memory of Marhum Haider Ali Jawad Aziz. And this goes to Brother Zaki Sheikh, Brother Rayan Ismail, and Brother Raza Sheikh. I'd like to call our Brother Hussein Aziz to please present these awards. Salawat. Lastly, if you had not received a medal and you participated in the under 12 tournament, come up and receive your participation medal. You did something wrong? MRD. Oh, no. Yo, your dad just came, bro. Frick. Are we good? We're good? We're good? All right. Now let us move on to the U16 showcase. So the under 16s, it was a pleasure to see all of the upcoming talent that are now beginning to make their way into the adult category. Truly the future of soccer in our community is very bright. The Rising Star Trophy, in honor of my grandfather, Marhum Murtaza Jafar Bahosh, Marhum Mullah Nasir Jamal, Marhuma Fatima Bai Jamal, goes to Brother Mahdi Hassan Ali. Can I please call upon our Vice President, Brother Muntazir Jamal, to please present this award to Mahdi. Salawat. Congrats. The Most Valuable Player Award in memory of Marhum Hussein Ismail goes to Brother Qasim Lakhani. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Can I please have Brother Abbas Ismail to come up and present this award to Qasim? Okay, now we want to welcome up the runners-up for the Under 16 tournament, which was Team Mason. Captained by Brother Mason Hassan Ali. So, if the team can come up and collect their trophy as well as their medals, and if you could also have Dr. Raza Dungersi to please come and present the trophy to them. Salawat. Bishara. Is there a trophy for the winning team? Is there a trophy for the winning team? That's it?
There was one game.
That's why.
We did a showcase game. One game. We got the winning team. No, it's not. No. I'm very confused too. Only three of us now.
And finally, the champions of the Under 16 showcase in memory of Marhum Pyarli Visra Mukhi, Marhuma Rukia Bai Mukhi, and Marhum Dr. Shakir Mukhi was Team Safe. Can I call upon the entire team to come and collect their trophy as well as their medals? Salawat. Thank you. So this concludes the Joffrey Juniors presentation. Now let's move on to the men's tournament. So this year's Joffrey Sports Club Ramadan tournament for the men's category was incredibly entertaining. Very unexpected, a lot of upsets, games were very close, penalty shootouts were intense, the passion was real. So it was overall a fantastic tournament. It was also great to see the youth making their debuts in this year's tournament, which we were all very impressed by their performance. So let's begin with the goal of the tournament award. Now, the way this worked was the committee had no idea who won these awards. It was all decided by the refereeing team, and we were given the names of the winners for each of the awards like literally half an hour ago. So this is a surprise to me as well. So let's begin with the goal of the tournament. So in memory of Marhuma Rubabai Hassan Ali, this award goes to two players, namely Brother Riza Aziz and Brother Irfan Kramali. So I don't think they are here today, but this award goes to them. So Raza uncle, thank you very much. But yes, that's the award for them. Salawat. Okay, so. Yeah. Razan, you please come up and present the award to my dad. He's insisting. You come. And Yusuf for Irfan. Wow. Perfect. Thank you. So next is the Best Veteran Award, and this is in memory of Marhumin of the Murji and Datu families, and this goes to Brother Sajjad Juma. Can I please call upon Brother Muhammad Murji if he's here to present this award? Salawat. Well done. So this next category, the Best Upcoming Youngster Award, it was a very difficult decision to make from what I've heard. There were a lot of good candidates, a lot of great youngsters that played in this tournament. Like I said earlier, this was the first tournament that all these youngsters played in the men's category, so all of them played very, very well. So this next award, in memory of Marhum Haider Ali Jawad Aziz, goes to Brother Ali Raza Chaiwala. Can I please call upon Brother Hussein Aziz to present this award? Salawat. Salawat. Good job. So, the best goalkeeper award in memory of Marhum Jafar Ali Natu goes to none other than Yusuf Ratani. Can I please call upon Brother Abbas Jafar, if he's here, to please present this award? Salawat. So this next award, the top goal scorer award in memory of Marhum Nur Ali and Marhuma Masuma Shirali, goes to Brother Aryan Kalfan. Can I please call upon? Shah's not here. Can I call upon Brother Raza Manji to please come up and present this award? Salawat. All right, so the most valuable player award. So I heard there were a lot of good candidates this year, but the refereeing team, this was a unanimous decision. So the most valuable player award in memory of the Marhumin of the Allu family is presented to none other than Brother Aryan Kalfan. Can I please call upon Brother Ahmad Allu and Brother Muhammad Hassan Allu to present this award to Aryan? Salawat. So this award, was very, very well deserved. So for all of you that came out to watch that last night of the tournament, I mean, Aryan played absolutely incredible. So it's truly been amazing to see the player that Aryan has become. And I know personally, I remember watching him, from a very young age as part of JJ's, and to see him now and excel in the adult category, winning both MVP and top goal scorer in the Ramadan tournament, is undoubtedly incredible. And I can speak on a personal note, playing with him on the field, his humbleness and his emphasis on teamwork is something that we look for and truly admire. And we can't wait to see him continue to improve as he represents Jaffrey Sports Club in future tournaments in our Shia community. So can I please have a loud salawat for Aryan? Salawat Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So let us welcome this year's runners-up trophy, and this is in memory of all Marhumin, and this goes to none other than our veterans team, Simba United. And so can I please have Brother Arif Devjiani to come up and present this award to the entire team. Salawat. No. We're on a strict schedule tonight. Yeah, no. Definitely not tonight. Duh. Too much, Bana. Yeah. Well done, guys. So the champions, the champions of this year's Jaffrey Sports Club Ramadan tournament, and this is in memory of Marhum Sajjad Jaffer, who we miss very much. And this is a man whose legacy is instilled within Jaffrey Sports Club, and this goes to none other than AMV United. And so can I please have Brother Sadiq Jaffer to come up and present this trophy to the entire team. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And we have Brother Sadiq Jaffer, who would like to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. I just want to make one quick announcement. This year's tournament is an extraordinary and a memorable tournament for a simple reason is that we have Union Sports Club and Jaffrey's champion to be the same under the leadership of Brother Fayaz Devji. Please let's give a sawad.
And just to echo that, I mean, it was incredible to see the volunteer team go and win it all. And the final was very entertaining between the veterans and the volunteers. It was a very close one. Went to penalties. It was very, very close. And so, yeah, 100%. There's no doubt. 100%. And it's great to see Freddie Uncle go and win it all. So, absolutely. So this concludes the trophy presentation for the 2023 Jaffrey Sports Club Ramadan tournament, and we want to sincerely thank everyone for their participation as well as their help towards making this tournament a success. And so before I sign off, just a few updates regarding our club. So we are very proud of the accomplishments of our JJs, who recently won the Long Island Rough Riders indoor soccer tournament in their respective age category. And so a massive thanks to Brother Zahir Abbas Khalfan and Brother Mo Khalfan and Brother Akil Daramsi for their efforts in regards to the JJs. I mean, these guys dedicate a lot of their time over the weekends to really work on these JJs and make sure they're performing at a top level. And so we have a small token of appreciation for them. Brother Zahir Abbas Khalfan, Mo Khalfan, Akil Daramsi. So can I please call them up as we give them this token of appreciation from Jaffrey Sports Club. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So, another quick announcement. So, the Jaffrey Juniors will be hosting the following event in conjunction with the Long Island Rough Riders, which will be up on the screen. So, if you're interested in playing with the Jaffrey Juniors, please reach out to either Z or Mo Kalfan for more information. Also in last year's Umodia Games, the over 35 squad won the men's over 35 tournament, and our men's team reached the semifinals of the men's tournament. So alhamdulillah, we're really proud of the progress that we're making as a club, and we hope to excel in these future tournaments. Also after Ramadan, we'll be hosting practices on Wednesday nights at Cantiac Park at 9 p.m. in Hicksville. And we've already received a lot of interest from our community, but if you're interested, please reach out to either myself or Brother Riza Aziz, Brother Muhammad Sheikh, or Brother Ali Sheikh. And we'll also be continuing with our usual Sunday morning sessions at 8 a.m. after the month of Ramadan. So for those who are interested, please reach out to myself, Riza, Muhammad Sheikh, or Ali Sheikh. And this concludes our award ceremony. Thank you so much. Okay. So I've just received notification that Brother Abbas Ratani is here. And so we would just like to recognize him for his efforts in officiating this year's tournament for the kids. We really, really appreciate all of his help. Not just during the tournament, really throughout the year. He's a huge supporter of our club and he's always been there for us. So we want to also recognize him. So if we can please have Abbas come and receive this award. Salawat. Last one. That's it. Thank you everyone. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Just wanted to thank everybody once again. As you can see now, we're transitioning to the new generation. Also, there are two ladies on the other side. Actually, there's quite a few ladies, but I'll just mention their names because they do amazing amount of work for the youngsters. Believe me, when you think about the youngsters and running their program behind the scenes, it really does take a village, okay? So Sister Shazmin Kalfan, Sister Shazia Jivraj, Sharmin Panjwani, and Natasha Kalfan. Can I ask you all gentlemen here, all the parents, all the fathers, to give these mothers the biggest salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. I'm not sure they're listening to me, but I know how hard you ladies work. This program could not sustain itself if it wasn't for you guys working behind the scenes. And with that, once again, I would like to conclude. We'd like to conclude this program, and let's all remember all the marhum and marhumeen with Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
محمد وآل محمد صلوات.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يا علي يا عظيم يا غفور يا رحيم. أنت رب العظيم الذي ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. وهذا شهر عزمته وكرمته وشرفته وفضلته على الشهور. وهو شهر الذي فرضت صيامه عليه. وهو شهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. وجعلت فيه في ليلة القدر وجعلتها خيرا من ألف شهر. في هذا المن ولا يمن عليك. منا علي بفكاك ركبتي من النار في من تمن عليك. وادخل الجنة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم رب شهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن وافترضت على عبادك فيه الصيام. صل على محمد وآل محمد وارزقني حج بيتك الحرام في عام هذا وفي كل عام. واغفر لي تلك الذنوب الإجام فإنه لا يغفرها غيرك يا رحمن يا علام. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم إني أفتتح الثناء بحمدك وأنت مسدد للصواب بمنك. وأيقنت أنك أنت أرحم الراحمين في موضع العفو والرحمة وأشد المعاقبين في موضع النكال والنقمة وأعظم المتجبرين في موضع الكبرياء والعظمة. اللهم أذنت لي في دعائك ومسألتك فاسمع يا سميع مدحتي وأجب يا رحيم دعوتي وأقل يا غفور أثرتي. فكم يا إلهي من كربة قد فرجتها وهموم قد كشفتها وعثرة قد أقلتها ورحمة قد نشرتها وهلقة بلاء قد فككتها. الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. الله أكبر. الحمد لله بجميع محامده كلها على جميع نعمه كلها. الحمد لله الذي لا مضاد له في ملكه ولا منازع له في أمره. الحمد لله الذي لا شريك له في خلقه ولا شبيه له في عظمته. الحمد لله الكاشف الخلق أمره وحمده الظاهر بالكرم مجده الباسط بالجود يداه الذي لا تنقص خزائنه ولا تزيده كثرة العطاء إلا جودا وكرمه إنه هو العزيز الوهاب اللهم إني أسألك قليلا من كثير مع حاجة بي إليه عزيمة وغناك عنه قديم وهو عندي كثير وهو عليك سهل يسير اللهم إنا عفوك عن ذنبي وتجاوزك عن خطيئتي وسفهك عن ظلمي وسترك على قبيح عملي وحلمك عن قدير جرمي عندما كان من خطئي وعمدي أطمعني في أن أسألك ما لا أستوجبه منك الذي رزقتني من رحمتك وأريتني من قدرتك وعرفتني من إجابتك فصرت أدعوك آمنا وأسألك مستأنسا لا خائفا ولا وجلا مدلا عليك فيما قصدت فيه إليك فإن أبطأ عني أتبت بجهلي عليك ولعل الذي أبطأ عني هو خير لي لعلمك بعاقبة الأمور فلم أر مولا كريما أصبر على عبد لئيم منك علي يا رب إنك تدعوني فأولي عنك وتتحبب إلي فأتبغض إليك وتتودد إلي فلا أقبل منك كأن ليتسول عليك فلم يمنعك ذلك من رحمتي لي والإحسان إلي والتفضل علي بجودك وكرمك فارحم عبدك الجاهل وجد عليه بفضل إحسانك إنك جواد كريم الحمد لله مالك الملك مجري الفلك مسخر الرياح فالك الإصباح ديان الدين رب العالمين الحمد لله على علمه بعد علمه والحمد لله على عفوه بعد قدرته وهو قادر على ما يريد
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله خالق الخلق باسط الرزق فالق الأسباب ذو الجلال والإكرام والفضل والإنعام الذي بعد فلا يرى وقرب فشهد النجوى تبارك وتعالى الحمد لله الذي ليس له منادي يعادله ولا شبيه يشاكله ولا ظهير يعادده قهر بعزته الأعزاء وتواضع لعظمته العظمى فبلغ بقدرته ما يشاء الحمد لله الذي يجيبني حين أناديه ويستر علي كل عورة وأنا آسي ويعظم نعمته علي فلا أجازيه فكم من موهبة هنية قد أعطاني وعزيمة مكوفة قد كفاني وبهجة مونقة قد أراني وأثني عليه حامدا وأذكره مسبحا الحمد لله الذي لا يهتك حجابه ولا يغلق بابه ولا يرد السائل ولا يخيب عامله الحمد لله الذي يؤمن الخائفين وينجي الصالحين ويرفع المستضعفين ويدعو المستكبرين ويهلك ملوكا ويستخلف آخرين والحمد لله خاصم الجبارين مبير الظالمين مدرك الهاربين نكال الظالمين صريخ المستسرخين موضع حاجات الطالبين مؤدمة المؤمنين الحمد لله الذي من خشيته ترعد السماء وسكانها وترجف الأرض وأمارها وتموج البحار وما يسبح في كمراتها. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. الحمد لله الذي يخلق ولم يخلق ويرزق ولا يرزق ويتم ولا يتم ويميت الأحياء ويحيي الموتى وهو حي لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وأمينك وصفيك وحبيبك وخيرتك من خلقك وحافظ سرك ومبلغ رسالتك أفضل وأحسن وأجمل وأكمل وأزكى وأما وأطيب وأزهر وأسنى وأكثر ما صليت وباركت وترحمت وتهننت وسلمت على أحد من عبادك وأنبيائك ورسلك وصفوتك وأهل الكرامة عليك من خلقك. اللهم وصل على علي أمير المؤمنين ووصي رسول رب العالمين عبدك ووليك ووكيل رسولك وحجتك على خلقك وآيتك الكبرى والنبأ العظيم. وصل على صديقة الطاهرة فاطمة سيدة نساء العالمين. وصل على سبتي الرحمة وإمامي الهدى والحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. وصل على أئمة المسلمين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الحادي المهدي حججك على عبادك وأمنائك في بلادك صلاة كثيرة دائمة. اللهم وصل على ولي أمرك القائم المؤمل والعدل المنتظر وخفه بملائكتك المقربين وأيده بروح القدس يا رب العالمين.
اللهم اجعله الداعي إلى كتابك والقائم بدينك. أستخلفك في الأرض كما استخلفت الذي من قبله. مكن له دينه الذي ارتضيته له. أبدله من بعد خوفه أمنا يعبدك لا يشرك بك شيئا. اللهم أعز وأعزز به وانصره وانتصر به وانصره نصرا عزيزا وافتح له فتحا يسيرا واجعل له من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. اللهم أظهر به دينك وسنة نبيك حتى لا يستخفي بشيء من الحق مخافة أحد من الخلق. اللهم إنا نرغب إليك في دولة كريم تعز بها الإسلام وأهله وتذل بها النفاق وأهله وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقادة إلى سبيلك وترزقنا بها كرامة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما عرفتنا من الحق فحملناه وما قصرنا عنه فبلغنا. اللهم الأمم به شعثنا واشعب به صدعنا وارتق به فتقنا وكثر به قلتنا واعزز به ذلتنا واغني به عائلنا وقضي به عن مغرمنا وجبر به فقرنا وسد به خلتنا ويسر به عسرنا وبيض به وجوهنا وفك به أسرنا وانجح به طلبتنا وأوجز به مواعيدنا واستجب به دعوتنا وأعطنا به سؤلنا وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا وأعطنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوسع الموطين اشفي صدورنا واذهب به غيظ قلوبنا واهدنا به لما اختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدو إله الحق آمين اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقد نبينا صلواتك عليه وآله وغيبة ولينا وكثرة عدونا وقلة عددنا وشدة فتننا وتظاهر الزمان علينا فصل على محمد وآله وأعنا على ذلك بفتح منك تعجله وبضر تكشف ونصر تعز وسلطان حق تظهره ورحمة منك تجللناها وعافية منك تلبسناها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم برحمتك في الصالحين فادخلنا وفي اللين فارفعنا وبكأس من معين من عين سلسبيل فاسقنا ومن الهور العين برحمتك فزوجنا ومن الولدان المقلدين كأنهم لؤلؤ مكنون فأقدمنا ومن ثمار الجنة والهوم الطير فأطعمنا ومن ثياب السندس والحرير واستبرق فألبسنا وليلة القدر حج بيتك الحرام وقتلا في سبيلك فوفق لنا وصالح الدعاء والمسألة فاستجب لنا وإذا جمعت الأولين والآخرين يوم القيامة فارحمنا براءة من النار فاكتب لنا في جهنم فلا تغلنا وفي عذابك وهوانك فلا تبتلنا ومن الذكوم والذري فلا تطعمنا ومن الشياطين فلا تجعلنا ومن نار على وجوهنا فلا تقببنا ومن ثياب النار وسرابيل الكتران فلا تلبسنا ومن كل سوء يا لا إله إلا أنت بحق لا إله إلا أنت فنجنا اللهم صل على محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم إني أسألك أن تجعل فيما تقضي وتقدر من الأمر المحتوم في الأمر الحكيم من القضاء الذي لا يرد ولا يبدل أن تكتبني من حجاج بيتك الحرام المغرور حجهم المشكور سعيهم المغفور ذنوبهم المكفر عن سيئاتهم وأن تجعل فيما تقضي وتقدر أن تطيل عمري في خير وعافية وتوسع في رزقي وتجعلني ممن تنتصر به لدينك ولا تستبدل بغيري أعوذ بجلال وجهك الكريم أن ينقضي عني شهر رمضان أو يتلو الفجر من ليلة هذه ولك قبلي تبية أو ذنب تعذبني عليه.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا جعل الليل والنهار آيتين يا من محى آية الليل وجعل آية النهار مبصرا لتبتغوا فضلا منه ورضوانا يا مفصل كل شيء تفصيلا يا ماجد يا وهاب يا الله يا جواد يا الله يا الله يا الله لك الأسماء الحسنى والأمثال العليا والكبرياء والآلاء أسألك أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تجعل اسمي في هذه الليلة في السعداء وروحي مع الشهداء وإحساني في عليين وإساعتي مغفورا وأن تهب لي يقينا تباشرا به قلبي وإيمانا يذهب الشك عني وترضيني بما قسمت لي وآتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار الحريق وارزقني فيها ذكرك وشكرك والرغبة إليك والأنابة والتوفيق لما وفقت له محمد وآل محمد عليه وعليهم السلام اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم إنك قلت في كتابك المنزل شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فعظمت حرمة شهر رمضان بما أنزلت فيه من القرآن وخصصته بليلة القدر وجعلتها خيرا من ألف شهر اللهم وهذه أيام شهر رمضان قد انقضت ولياله قد تصرمت وقد سرت يا إلهي منه إلى ما أنت أعلم به مني وأحسى لعدده من الخلق أجمعين فأسألك بما سألك به ملائكتك المقربون وأنبياؤك المرسلون وعبادك الصالحون أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تفك رقبتي من النار وتدخلني الجنة برحمتك وأن تتفضل علي بعفوك وكرمك وتتقبل تقربي وتستجيب دعائي وتمن علي بالأمن يوم الخوف من كل حول عدته ليوم القيامة إلهي وأعوذ بوجهك الكريم وبجلالك العظيم أن ينقضي أيام شهر رمضان ولياله ولك قبل تبعة أو ذنب تواخذني به أو خطيئة تريد أن تقتصها مني لم تغفرها لي سيدي 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 أسألك يا لا إله إلا أنت إذ لا إله إلا أنت إن كنت رضيت عني في هذا الشهر فازدد عني رضا وإن لم تكن رضيت عني فمن الآن فرض عني يا أرحم الراحمين يا الله يا أحد يا صمد يا من لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد يا ملين الحديد لداود عليه السلام يا كاشف الضر والكرب العظام عن أيوب عليه السلام أي مفرج هم يعقوب عليه السلام أي منفس غم يوسف عليه السلام صل على محمد وآل محمد كما أنت أهل أن تصلي عليهم أجمعين وافعل بي ما أنت أهل ولا تفعل بي ما أنا أهل يا ملين الحديد لداود عليه السلام يا كاشف الضر والكرب الإثام عن أيوب عليه السلام أي مفرج هم يعقوب عليه السلام أي منفس غم يوسف عليه السلام صل على محمد وآل محمد كما أنت أهل أن تصلي عليهم أجمعين وافعل بي ما أنت أهل ولا تفعل بي ما أنا أهل يا ملين الحديد لداود عليه السلام يا كاشف الضر والكرب الإثام عن أيوب عليه السلام أي مفرج هم يعقوب عليه السلام أي منفس غم يوسف عليه السلام صل على محمد وآل محمد كما أنت أهل أن تصلي عليهم أجمعين وافعل بي ما أنت أهل ولا تفعل بي ما أنا أهل اللهم صل على محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. يا ذا الذي كان قبل كل شيء ثم خلق كل شيء ثم يبقى ويفنى كل شيء. يا ذا الذي ليس كمثله شيء ويا ذا الذي ليس في السماوات العلى ولا في الأرضين سفلى ولا فوقهن ولا تحتهن ولا بينهن إله يعبد غيره. لك الحمد حمد لا يقوى على إحسانه إلا أنت. وصل على محمد وآل محمد سبحان لا يقوى على إحسانه إلا أنت.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إلهي وقف السائلون ببابك ولاذ الفقراء بجنابك ووقف السفينة المساكين على ساحل بحر جودك وكرمك يرجون الجواز إلى ساحة رحمتك. إلهي إن كنت لا تغفر في هذا الشهر الشريف إلا لمن أخلص لك في صيامه وقيامه فمن للمذنب المقصر إذا غرق في بحر ذنوبه وآثامه. إلهي إن كنت لا ترحم إلا المطيعين فمن للعاسين وإن كنت لا تقبل إلا من العاملين فمن للمقصرين. إلهي ربح الصائمون وفاز القائمون ونجي المخلصون ونحن عبيدك المذنبون فارحمنا برحمتك وأعتقنا من النار بعفوك يا كريم يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم أدخل على أهل القبور السرور. اللهم اغني كل فقير. اللهم اشبع كل جائع. اللهم اكسو كل عريان. اللهم اقضي دين كل مدين. اللهم فرج عن كل مكروب. اللهم رد كل غريب. اللهم فك كل أسير. اللهم أصلح كل فاسد من أمور المسلمين. اللهم اشف كل مريض. اللهم صد فقرنا بغناك. اللهم غير سوء حالنا بحسن حالك. اللهم اقض عنا الدين وأغننا من الفقر إنك على كل شيء قدير. الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال الله سبحانه تبارك وتعالى في كتابه المجيد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما يستوي البحرين هذا عذاب فرات سائغ شرابه وهذا ملج أجاج ومن كل تأكلون لحما طريا وتستخرجون هلية تلبسونها وترى الفلك فيه مواخل لتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون. صلوات. Mu'mineen, these are the season of Quran and du'as. These are the two major activities that we find in this month of Ramadan. If you look in the Quran, you will see that there are different chapters. Some of them are very short, some of them are quite lengthy, some are very long. And if you look at them, each of them has, it looks like there is a repetition, but there is no repetition per se. Every single chapter is by itself is unique. And you'll find that the same thing applies with these du'as that we read. Because, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about myself, that we read these du'as and we listen to these du'as. And we get thawab for that. But there is a lot that one can get from these du'as. These du'as, for example, if you take Mafatihul Jinan, which is one of those standard textbook for du'as, you will see there are different types of du'as there. You find those which are short, they're again lengthy, and some of them are very long. For example, Abu Hamza Thimali. It's a very long dua. If you look at each one of them is unique. They are based on the style and structure of the Quran. As a matter of fact, if you look at the content of these du'as, there isn't a single dua where there are no mention of verses of the Quran. So as these du'as actually comment and explain about things which are in the Quran. And therefore, there are different styles, different methodologies which are used in introducing each of these chapters. Some of them, like, for example, these du'as, like the Quran, is a conversation that Allah converses with us. The du'as is we converse, we have conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when we have this conversation, again, there are different techniques which I use. Some of them are simple, addressing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some of them are actually dramatization, actually creating a situation where you can visualize it. And you see yourself somehow involved in that conversation one-to-one with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We'll take one of those very powerful dua, but we don't have much time to talk about it. Very briefly, I'll talk about it. This is the dua that is read here every night. One dua before the end of the duas. It is a dua that's very short, but very, very powerful. If you read Salawat, I'll tell you what that dua is and very briefly talk about it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Ilahi wa kaffas sa'iluna bibabik. This is a very short dua, but what is it about? It is actually commenting on these verses which I have read to you. These verses which I have read to you talks about what? It talks about two seas. There's one sea and there's another sea, two different seas. And one sea, the Quran says, is this excessive sweet. So water there is so sweet. And therefore it's so pleasant to drink, these verses say. And then there is another sea. That sea is made up of salt water. And it says this water, you cannot drink it because it will burn you. And then another verse of the Quran talks about these two seas, says there is a barrier between them. These are the two different seas. There is a barrier that different them. But then this verse goes. It says, although that one is very sweet and we love it, the other one is sour, is salty. However, then the verses continue. He says that both of them are beneficial. One is for fish and animals. The other one is for wealth and bounties. This verse here, based on this verse, is this dua. This dua talks about, I will just analyze it. I won't be able to tell you exactly which verse refers to what, but it also talks about two seas. This dua is talking about two seas. One is that of, it's a sweet one. Why? Because it is, on it are certain people. Who are these people? Mentions here. There are four types of people sitting on this ship, which is sailing on a water that is sweet. Beggars. There are beggars sitting there. Number one, they are needy. And the third one, they are poor. And the fourth one is humble. Who is saying this? There is somebody else who watches them. He is not in this ship. This ship is made up of these four groups of people. And this sheep that they are carrying, sitting, has got four characteristics, got four advantages, four attributes. What is it? It is full of generosity. It has got a lot of space inside. It has grace, full of grace. There is a lot of mercy in it. And there is a blessing of Allah. This is that sheep that is on the water which is sweet. And then this one is watching. He is on another ship which is not sweet like that verse of the Quran. It's a sea that is, what is it? They can sink in it. Sort of what? Sins. Now this person, see, is all being dramatized. The scene is created here of a journey, of a sheep, one sheep on sweet water, one is on salty water. The one who is on the salty water, watching that sheep that is full of this home. These beggars, these poor people, these humble people, they are there. But there is something about them which makes them different from him. What is it? That these are the people who have honored the month of Ramadan. These people who are in this ship, they have honored the month of Ramadan. And how have they honored the month of Ramadan? The verses say, number one, they have fasted. They are fasted. These people who are there are the ones who have been fasting in the month of Ramadan. Number two, these are the people who have been praying in the month of Ramadan. fasting and praying in the month of Ramadan. And in these fasting and in these prayers, they are very, very sincere. The sincerity of purpose. They are doing it for the sake of Allah. They are not doing it for anything else. He says that, the man who is watching them, he's saying that. And therefore, these are the people who deserve to do what? Because this ship that is sailing has gone to a place. Now they're asking whom? The owner of that place to let them in. Who is that person? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, this ship has come right up to the doors, they say here, over this place, and they are asking Allah to do what? To open the door for them so that they can all enter inside. And they deserve to do that. Stanza number 3 talks about they deserve. Why? Because they are obedient. And their actions are in light of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from them. These are the people who are in that ship. They are just waiting and calling for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open their door. And this is what it says here. Briefly, what it says here in this dua is Allahumma ilahi wa kafasailuna bibabi. This is what it says. Wa zal fukarai bi janabi. This is what they are. وَكَفَى السَّفِينَةُ الْمَسَاكِينِ عَلَى سَائِلِ بَحْرِ جُودِكَ وَكَرَمِكَ. This is what they are saying. They are in the ship, and they are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let them in. And these are the characteristics that they have. They are honored, they are fasting, they are sincere, and يَرْجُونَ الْجَوَازَ. Then they are asking for visa. Open the door, we want to come inside. This is a journey. You can think of the beggars today. Think about the creation, how relevant these verses are in all ages. Wherever it is read, you will think of immigration and the migrants wanting to enter a city of safety. And this is what we are saying, Imam is saying here, this dua is saying here, that we want to enter inside. They want to, and they deserve it. The one who is observing on that side says they deserve it. As to me, I am negligent and I am sinner. And then what he says, that you will forgive them. The door you have opened for them, they have gone inside. If you can let them go, who is going to take care of the negligent and the sinners? This is what you are saying here. You have taken care of them. Who is going to take? Because I am sinner. I don't have these characteristics. I am not a beggar. I am a proud person. I am not poor. I am very wealthy. I am rich. I have got clout. And I am not humble. I have always been proud. So who is going to take care of me now? You've taken care of these people. They have got inside. Then he looks again and he says that what will happen? Then he mentions some other characteristics. And he mentions now about you have mercy on them because they are obedient. And who is going to take care of me again? These good qualities are with them. They are going inside. Who is going to take care of me? Take care of me. Then you mention about the third thing, and that is you say that they have been obedient. How about me? Ilahi in kuntum la tarhamu. If you don't take pity on me, who is there then going to take pity of me? Who is there to take pity? See, there is this direct conversation that we are having with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In a very short time, you're asking for Him. We have been disobedient. We have not done any good action. What we have done was only for ourselves. We've never thought of you, Ya Allah. We have never thought of those who are needy. These are the people who have taken care of them. Yes, they are not perfect. Yes, but they are not going to sink. You're saying, I am going to sink. إِذَا غَرِقَ فِي بَحْرِ ذُنُوبِهِ وَآثَامِهِ. This is a salty river that is mentioned in the Quran. But remember, those verses, what does it say? Even that salty water is beneficial. And therefore, what we are saying here is, Ya Allah, like the salt water, we also can benefit from you. You made this bitter water, but in that bitter water, there is still life. And therefore, we still have hope. There is that fear of Allah, there is fear of Allah, there is fear of Allah. Anyone who tells you don't have fear of Allah, it is not true. Don't be cheated by this light thing that we are told sometimes. Oh, you don't have to fear, you have to, yes, you have to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not the way you fear a donkey, or not you fear an animal who's going to kill you. You fear him like your parent. You fear like the person who is authority over you. But then you also have hope. There is fear, khawf, and there is tama. And this is what these verses are telling us in these difficult times when there is that possibility of one to sink. We say, Ya Allah, save us. What is the result there of this pleading to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open the door? He says that Ilahi Rabbi as-Saimuna wa faz al-Kainun ونجى المخلصين ونحن عبيدك المذنبون فارحمنا برحمتك واتقنا من النار بعفوك يا كريم. This is that fear that we have. What fear? If you read the Quran, every single page, believe me, Allah talks about punishment. Allah talks about those of whom He is going to put them in fire. Allah is talking about those who are going to stay in fire for the rest of their lives there. Allah talks about, therefore, to tell people there is no fear. No. There is fear of Allah, but there is hope also. And this is what this dua is teaching us. So what is the end of this? He says, Ya Arhamar Rahimin, wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi tahirin. This is the wasila of Masumin. This is the ship that the Prophet had mentioned. That Safina, Ahlul Bayt is a Safina. And those du'as that you are reading in the month of Shaban, that Shajaratin Nubuwa, we've said, this is the tree of Nubuwa. And this is on that beautiful island. Again, that island that's mentioned in that dua is mentioned here. This is a sanctuary of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And therefore, those who do not go on this sweet ship, stay behind, they are going to become losers, that dua says. And those who try to be smart and try to go ahead of the ship, they will also be drowned. Therefore, stay on that ship. This is a dramatic, very short, but it's a dramatization. It shows us, it makes us live that experience. It's us watching this ship that is going. This is the month, therefore, when we read these du'as, we try to understand as much as we can. And we have to have respect for this place also. We have to have respect. We have to have respect, especially when these du'as are recited. I know we have some time to talk, but yes, but people talk so loudly that it comes right in front here. And we begin to think, is this what we are supposed to be doing in these months? When the prayer is about to start, people are standing behind and talking and talking and talking. And this is what I say, angels, the prophet said, angels will laugh and laugh. I've said this again, I'm saying it again. They will laugh at Satan, laugh in that sense that look at these losers. Who are they? Number one, those who have got big, big properties. They still want to acquire more and more and more, steal it from their neighbors. Angels say, what are you going to do with all that? You're going to leave it all behind. And there are those people who, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, that ladies who don't observe hijab, this is for them. That when they die, they're covered in that white clothes and people are told to stay away from the grave, and the angels say, what for? When they were young, when they have life, they went around the way they wanted to do, defy the laws of Allah. Now that they are going to Allah, you're covering up. And then the third thing they say is that those people who are in prayers, they pray Maghrib, they pray Isha, they are still talking. And the angels say, haven't had enough of talking the whole day. That's applied to not to any one of you, to me, myself, that I talk so much in the mosque. These are the days we have to try to correct ourselves. And this is this dua is very powerful. If we had a lot of time, we have gone in depth and showed more about this. How the language itself, the language is that of Quran, and the way, the structure of this is amazing. But there is no time. So these are, inshallah, the days that we have to talk about these du'as, we have to try to understand these du'as that we are reading. And the one who has taught us these du'as, Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salatu wassalam. We have to think about the difficulties that the Imam went through. Today, soon, we will all go and have our iftar. We'll have our food, when we will eat and we'll drink, and we'll be so happy talking about it. Zain al-Abidin spent about 35 years of his life. Every time when he sat to eat, when he saw food and he saw drink, he remembered those people in Karbala. He remembered his father. He remembered all those companions which were with his father. And he would weep and he would cry. And he would say that my father died hungry. My father died thirsty. And when he wept so much that people sometimes would ask him, Ibn Rasulillah, now so many years have passed. Don't cry so much. He would say, he would remember and he would say them difficulties. What difficult they were? He would say, Asham, Asham, Asham. Imam remembered all these difficulties, and somebody told him, but Yabna Rasulillah, martyrdom is part of your heritage. Your grandfather was martyred, your father was martyred. They are all martyrs. Allah has given them a position, high position for them. Why do you cry? He says, yes, martyrdom is part of our inheritance. But how about the family of the Prophet? How about the ladies of the Prophet? How about the children of the Prophet? They were displayed, they were treated like slaves. They were taken away from place to place. How about that? Is that also part of our heritage? Crying like this, finally, Imam passed away from this world. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Surah al-Mubarakat al-Fatiha.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن أمير المؤمنين وإمام المتقين علي ولي الله أشهد أن أمير المؤمنين وإمام المتقين عليا حجة الله هيا على الصلاة هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح هيا على الفلاح هيا على خير العمل هيا على خير العمل الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن عليا ولي الله أشهد أن عليا حجة الله هيا على الصلاة هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح هيا على الفلاح هيا على خير العمل هيا على خير العمل قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله استغفر الله أسأله التوبة الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر بحول الله وقوته أقوم صعود بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. الحمد لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بحول الله وقوته أقوم وأقعد. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. استغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر. سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله. يا ولي العافية نسألك العافية عافية الدين والدنيا والآخرة بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين. الله أكبر. بسم الله وبالله والحمد لله وخير الأسماء لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يا علي يا عظيم يا غفور يا رحيم. أنت الرب العظيم الذي ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. وهذا شهر عظمته وكرمته وشرفته وفضلته على الشهور، وهو الشهر الذي فرضت صيامه علي، وهو شهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان، وجعلت فيه ليلة القدر وجعلتها خيرا من 1000 شهر، فيا ذا المن ولا يمن عليك، من علي بفكاك رقبتي من النار، في من تمن علي وأدخلني الجنة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن عليا ولي الله أشهد أن عليا حجة الله هيا على الصلاة هيا على الصلاة هيا على الفلاح هيا على الفلاح هيا على خير العمل هيا على خير العمل قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله استغفر الله وأسأله التوبة الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانهر إن شانئك هو الأبتر الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر بحول الله وقوته يقوم ويقعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد الله أكبر ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك الرحمة إنك أنت الوهاب وصلى الله على محمد وآل الطاهرين الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمدي ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر الحمد لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بحول الله وقوته يقوم قعود سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر بحول الله وقوته أقوم قعود سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده ربي صل على محمد وآل محمد الله أكبر أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه الله أكبر سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله يا لطيف ارحم عبدك الضعيف بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين الله أكبر بسم الله وبالله والحمد لله وخير الأسماء لله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر اللهم صل على محمد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم أدخل على أهل القبور السرور اللهم أغني كل فقير اللهم أشبع كل جائع اللهم اكس كل عريان، اللهم اقضي دين كل مدين، اللهم فرج عن كل مكروب، اللهم رد كل غريب، اللهم فك كل أسير، اللهم أصلح كل فاسد من أمور المسلمين، اللهم اشف كل مريض، اللهم سد فقرنا بغناك، اللهم غير سوء حالنا بحسن حالك، اللهم اقض عنا الدين وأغننا من الفقر، إنك على كل شيء قدير. الزيارة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، وعلى تسعة المأسومين من ذريتك، علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن، عجل الله فرجه وسحل الله مخرجه وظهوره، والسلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 aid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 aid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 aid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 aid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 Eid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 Eid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 Eid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq, and we need your help. Years of conflict and devastation have left thousands of Iraqi children orphaned and struggling to get by. This Ramadan, we are hoping to distribute 1,000 Eid gifts to these orphan children. Each gift costs $25 US or $34 Canadian and contains 2 new sets of clothes and a new pair of shoes, providing basic necessities and happiness that can make a real difference in these children's lives. Help impoverished orphan children celebrate Eid with dignity and happiness. No amount is too small, and every contribution you make will have a significant impact on these children's lives. To make your donation, please visit www.launchgood.com/Eid 2023. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. This Ramadan, Child Aid International is working hard to bring smiles to the faces of needy orphan children in Iraq.
it.